This is John. John sees a TV on sale. 70% off, countdown timer ticking, only 3 left in stock. He buys it in under a minute, feeling like he just won something. What John doesn't know? That same TV was actually cheaper 2 months ago. What if I told you that's not the exception? That's the rule. Today we're going to talk about the hidden layers of Black Friday pricing and whether you actually benefit from it or not. Let's start simple. How many Black Friday deals are actually real discounts? Would John's TV even be the exception or the rule? Here's the number. 36% of Black Friday items have no discount at all. More than a third. 0, same price as before. They just slapped Black Friday deal on the label. And it gets worse. Across the UK's biggest retailers, Amazon, Argos, John Lewis, 98% of tracked products were the same price, or even cheaper at some other point during the year. Let that sink in. Almost every single product checked, 98 out of 100, was not actually the cheapest on Black Friday. Take this example. A speaker was priced at £1,249 in December. Its Black Friday special price, £1,299, £50 more. And a few months before that, in the summer, the same speaker was even cheaper, $1,199. So the discount was actually a price increase, just dressed up to look like a deal. This part is important, so let's slow down. What if I told you the price sometimes goes up before it goes down? Out of 65 popular tech deals tracked, only 42% had a real honest discount, meaning the price was steady, then genuinely dropped for Black Friday. The rest, almost 30% of them, actually went UP first. On average, prices rose over 20% right before Black Friday. Then they were discounted back down to a number that just looked like the old price again. One famous example, an Amazon Fire TV stick doubled in price the week before Black Friday. Doubled. Then it went on sale, and back down to basically its normal price, but it looked like a huge win on the tag. This trick has a name. It's called anchoring. Retailers show you a big inflated before price first. Then whatever number they put next to it feels like a huge deal. Even if it's not actually cheap, your brain isn't comparing the price to what the item is really worth. It's comparing it to the number sitting right next to it. And that number was often picked on purpose, just to make the discount look bigger. But this is exactly what happened with John's TV. The 70% off tag wasn't a lie about the math. It was a lie about the starting point. So why do stores do this? Why all the loud doorbuster signs? Simple. The doorbuster deal isn't there to make the store money. It's bait. Stores will actually lose money on a small number of items, a TV, a speaker, a game console, just to get people through the door or onto their website. This is called a loss leader. The store is okay losing money on that one item because they know what happens next. You buy other stuff too, full price stuff with a much bigger profit margin for them. Sometimes the doorbuster product isn't even the same version you'd normally buy. A TV might be a slightly cheaper, stripped-down model, made just for this one sale. So it looks like an amazing deal, without actually costing the store as much. The deal isn't really the point. Getting you into the store is the point. Here's the part that matters most. Even knowing all this, it still works on us. And that's on purpose too. Scarcity is a big reason why. Countdown timers, only 3 left in stock. A deal that expires in a few hours. All of this is designed to trigger one feeling: fear of missing out. When you think a deal is about to disappear, your brain switches from "let me think about this" mode into "buy it now" mode. That's exactly when people make purchases they wouldn't normally make. Remember John? The countdown timer and the only 3 left tag weren't decoration. They were the actual reason he clicked buy in under a minute. Seeing other people buy helps too. A packed store, a long line, a notice that says 500 people are looking at this deal right now. All of it tells your brain, other people already decided this is worth it, so you don't have to think as hard. This isn't about being bad with money. These tricks are built to work on everyone. That's the whole design. Okay, so if the price tag can't be trusted, what can you actually do? First, track the price yourself before the sale. There are free tools online that show you a product's real price history, what people actually paid over the last few months, not what the tag claims. If the Black Friday price is the same, or even higher, than what it sold for 2 months ago, now you know. Second, check the exact model number, especially for electronics. Sometimes the Black Friday version isn't even the same product. It's a slightly different model made just for the sale. That means you can't even fairly compare it to last month's price. Third, remember that Black Friday isn't actually the best time to buy everything. Furniture usually has its real discounts around President's Day. Winter coats usually get cheaper right after Christmas. Black Friday is just the loudest sale of the year, not always the best one. Black Friday isn't exactly a scam, but it's also not what it pretends to be. It's a system built out of 3 simple tricks. Make the before price look bigger than it really is, use a few real deals as bait, and add pressure so you don't stop to think. That price tag was never really there to inform you. It was there to move you, to get you to decide fast before you had time to check. So next time you see a big red 70% off sign, don't ask, "How much am I saving?" Ask one simple question instead. Compared to what? John never asked that question. Maybe next time you will. If this changes how you shop this Black Friday, drop a comment. What's the most obvious deal you fell for? That turned out not to be a deal at all. If you want more videos breaking down the hidden layers behind everyday life, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching,